When it comes to creating content, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Oh, sorry Bella. I've had a new kitten, so I do need to watch what I say from now on. Now, although I have my own ideas on how to create better content, and I will chip in at the end of the video with my own tip, I thought I'd ask members of the YouTube and Twitter community to share their ideas as to how they go about creating the best possible content that they can. So let's hear what they had to say.
I just want to quickly thank Jason for asking me to be included in this video, and I want to touch on 3 different points that I personally think are important for creating content in article format moving forward. The first one and most important one by far is to sculpt your article around a theme or a keyword that has low competition and you have a good chance of getting traffic for it, either by Google, as in organic searches, or by Pinterest. They are currently the 2 main traffic sources that I'm trying to move towards and grow into. But even now, I still see a lot of people reaching out to me for help where they've just blogged about anything. They've done no keyword research. When you look at the keyword, it's massive authority sites that are ranking for it, and they will never ever rank in Google for that keyword. So essentially, in my opinion, they've wasted time and effort by creating that article. So do your keyword research and try and build your content around something that you can get traffic. The second point that I want to talk about is rich media, and by that I mean infographics or graphs or images, video, stuff like that that enrich your content. People are starting to skim articles more and more, whereas a quick infographic or a graph might be able to convey the information better than the actual text, and I do think that's going to become more important moving forward. Additionally, if you do have infographics on your page, it increases your on-page time. So if you're monetizing via display ads, your floating sidebar or your floating anchor ad can refresh more times and help to increase your money or your income while people take in the images and graph information. The third and final thing I want to talk about is part of the helpful content update from Google that is still currently rolling out while I'm recording this. So this next one does depend on how this algorithm works. Google do seem to be wanting people to get to the point of the article, or at least a very short version of it soon. So personally, I'm moving more towards within the first 300 words of the article, I'll basically give a short answer to the question or the primary keyword for the article, and then I'll explain it in more detail throughout the rest of the body of the text. Even if the helpful content update doesn't really police that, as a lot of people think it will, I'm still going to do that personally moving forward. It gives people a quick answer, and then if they want to know more, they can scroll down and read the rest of the article. Anyway, that's my 3 things. Hopefully it was helpful, guys. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Hello, it's Alex here from WP Eagle. Thanks very much to Jason for inviting me on to this video all around creating content. So my ultimate tip for creating content is to build a team around you that can create the content for you. I found that in my business and on my websites, the biggest problem in terms of getting content created and published is me. I'm useless at writing, I'm slow at editing, and I'm slow at publishing. So I now have an editor and a few writers that create the content for me. My editor edits it and publishes it, and the whole process is a lot more streamlined, a lot quicker, and a lot more effective. In terms of finding some good people, well, that is a bit of a trick. I used ProBlogger to post a job advert for my writers, and I met my editor through my YouTube channel. Basically, you've got to find some decent people, surround yourselves with them, and your content should hopefully improve. That's my tip. Again, thanks to Jason for inviting me on. I'll see you all later. Bye for now.
Hi Jason, and thank you for inviting me on your channel to share either my best practices or some of my top tips. Now, the top tip that I'm going to share with you isn't the most exciting, but I think it is the most important. And my top tip is to invest in yourself. Now, many people that come into this industry are super keen and super quick to see success, that they're happy to invest things like $100 in a product or a service every month, because they think it will tip the needle and, make them rich overnight. But unfortunately, it doesn't. By investing in yourself, you can actually learn the process, and then if you want to outsource or you want to grow your business, you have those skill sets to actually share with others or give the correct information to get the best value out of any services that you may hire. Now, over the past year, I've been heavily invested in myself. You may know that I started an event called the Affiliate Gathering, and that process took a lot of learning, a lot of self-reflection, and I had to look at things like, am I good at organising a team? Can I work and speak clearly and give instructions to contractors? Can I speak on stage? There were lots of things that I had to learn in the process of actually running an event like that. Now, you may also see a logo behind me, Big Nose Golf. That's a new channel, a new YouTube channel, and a project that I'm doing. And again, that has took a lot of learnings. I've had to learn videography. I've had to learn about camera equipment. I've had to learn about editing. I'm using Premiere Pro now that I've never used before. All this is valuable learning. You've probably heard the word learning curve. It's definitely a steep learning curve. So you cannot do any better than investing in yourself. Now that might be things like emotionally, you may need to invest in your own well-being. You may look negatively on certain things. You may get an algorithm update and it may blow your mind and send you off track. So maybe you need to invest in actual self-control and learning how to deal with situations like that. It may be more technical and you may need to learn how to write good copywriting or produce great videos. Investing in yourself can cover a wide range of things, and it's dependent on what you feel you need to learn, where you think you're weakest and where you need to actually strengthen by learning a new skill or by actually taking control of what you're doing in your own business or life. So not super exciting like keyword research or backlinks, but it is something that will really add value to your business and your personal life maybe. So invest in yourself. Don't go out and buy that $50 app that you think will change the world. Spend that $50 on a good book or a resource or a course or something that can actually grow your own skills. So invest in your skills. I think it's the best money you can ever spend. So thanks a lot, Jason, for inviting me. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video, and I'll see you very soon.
If I could give one piece of advice to somebody starting a new site, it would be, don't be afraid to try new things. I think a lot of people get caught up in trying to find this perfect cookie cutter method that they can apply to their sites in hopes that they'll get the same success as somebody else, when in actual fact, a site success is linked to so many variables, so it makes no sense. Throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks is a good way to get back real data that is specific to your site that you can act on. Because when we start a site, we don't know what keywords are going to work, what Google's going to reward. So once you get that data back, you know what works on your site. You kind of know how much money you're going to be earning for specific types of posts, so you can do more of what works and waste less time in the long run.
Hi, I'm Keith from Minted Empire, and I run a number of niche websites, and I also share my progress and my income reports over on mintedempire.com and also on my YouTube channel. So thank you, Jason, for asking me to share what is my ultimate tip for when it comes to creating content. So my tip relates to on-page SEO. I believe that there are 5 places where you can place your focus keyword on the page, and that is pretty much the 80-20 of on-page SEO. So these 5 locations are: number 1, your H1 heading; number 2, the page title tag; number 3, the page URL, also known as the slug; and number 4, your opening paragraph; and finally, number 5, you can also place the primary keyword into a H2 heading further on down the page. So I believe having your keyword in those 5 locations is pretty much the 80-20 of on-page SEO. Thanks, folks. Hope you enjoyed this tip.
Thank you to everyone that contributed there. It really is great to have people sharing all those brilliant ideas right here on the Affiliate School channel. So again, thank you for that. On to my own tip, and mine is about creating content for the user rather than for search engines or from an SEO perspective. Now, I appreciate that might sound like something that's come straight out of the helpful content update, but it is something that I've always preached, and if you go back to early videos on this channel, you will definitely hear me talking about writing for the user. And so this isn't something that I'm just saying because of that update, it's something that I've always believed in. Now, that doesn't mean that we suddenly ignore all those SEO signals, as we heard Keith say there. Those H1 tags, H2 tags, all those on-page signals are still important, but it does mean we should really focus on making that content readable for the user. Now, if you do want to make sure that you get those on-page SEO signals right, because they are still hugely important and will help you to rank, then make sure you watch this video next where I talk through my best on-page SEO practices. Guys, thank you for watching and good luck with your projects.